December 7, 2020. Guys, we're going to do a walk in the park. If we got guys today. Make sure I got that lock. I don't know if it beats or not. Oh, I gotta get it to beat. Hold on, guys. There we go. Beautiful day. Check out that sunshine. Look at that sun.
Yep.
Cool. What are we going to talk about today, guys? I noticed this morning, trying to scan through everything early this morning. I noticed that, I think they said in India, I gotta go back and check this for sure. They had 200 people come down with something. Now, it wasn't the coronavirus, they were all checked. And so they got dizzy, they said what did they say? They were having seizures, even. I assume they probably were having fever, too. Maybe. Depends on what was causing it. But they don't know what was causing it. Check that out, guys. Search it up on YouTube. That sounds kind of strange. I went yesterday, driving, did some holiday shopping. That's what I was doing yesterday. Some stuff's hard to find out there. I mean, if you're looking for certain items that people like, some things are hard to find. I spent 3.5 hours looking just for one item. Insane. Check that out. Were you calling this morning?
Yep.
Oh, something else I'll show you guys too. I got a buy out there at 60. I bought a little. Remember when those spitters were real hot items? This guy had a whole box of them. But he had some that had like the stars and stripes of the American flag. I had to buy one of those. I'll let you guys see. It's pretty cool. Get a chance, like I say, I'm not affiliated with any YouTube sites, but this morning I also got Farmer Jones. Check out what he did. I think that was last night. Excellent piece that he did on stuff. And Suspicious Observer did an excellent one too this morning. Check it out. Space weather. Very cool. It makes you kind of wonder about that India deal, though. It kind of makes me wonder about all that. You know, people, they run a high temp, they can always go into seizures, but then there's other things that can cause that too. Not good. A biological weapon can do it. Not even a chemical, I would imagine, if there was a reaction. I wonder if they were all from the same area. It didn't, I don't think it said though. You know, like if you figure if they were all, you know, like their water supply or something. I mean, that would be, to me, that'd be the next thing you're looking at. Food and water supply. This is a great day, guys. You gotta get a chance, get time, get out, get a jog or walk in. There is no wind today whatsoever. Right there, it makes it warmer. It can even be cooler out if there's no wind. Still feels warm with that sun coming down. What time you got?
11:14.
What's your thought on like those seizures? You got any thoughts on that?
I don't know.
I mean, you know, high fever can cause something like that. A person gets
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a given, but not all of them had fever. They were having seizures. To me, I would think there would be some kind of a reaction to something,
Right.
you know. Definitely some kind of reaction. We come in this morning, guys. This is a story I'll tell you guys. I went through school with this one guy in Raytown High School here, and he was a year ahead of us, I believe. I think he was the same. Yeah, I think he was one, at least a year ahead. But I dated this one gal across the street that was married to a guy that owned a drive-in up here in 40 Highway. And of was interesting. I went out with the gal for a while after the guy what happened. He had died. Remember, I think I told you guys about the broke into his place, robbed his place, but he had these two Doberman pinchers that were trained attack dogs, and they used a basically military maze on them, so they couldn't breathe. They sprayed it on them. You could hear them yelping, but they couldn't bite them. Broke into a safe and stuff. So what was interesting this morning, that's good. I noticed they were here yesterday. Like I said, I got by, I had to go to Walmart. I like that. That white car's still over there today. I see that one guy still. He was the one who had the beer bottle. He was digging out of the can over here. That one guy was. So that's the only reason I brought up the deal about it. I thought, well, if a guy was pulling a beer bottle out of a trash can, 55-gallon can, I thought that was kind of strange there. But anyway, getting back to this. Notice when we come in this morning on the entranceway, there's a Santa Fe tow was there, a tow truck, but nobody was in it. And what was my mind this morning? Hold on, I was going to tell you, this guy that, like I said, was a year ahead of me in school. After I quit dating her, he started going out with her, and he actually married her. So what was funny was that he was driving a tow truck. He did a lot of the things. He actually studied to be a welder. And what was really interesting was that he said that, I thought this was kind of funny. He said that, he told me, he said all the gals, basically he was getting a lot of gals that was hitting on him and stuff, because when he would drop their vehicles off, they couldn't pay their tow. And anyway, they finally, I think, broke up too. I'm pretty sure they did there at the end. I pretty much know why. But I was thinking of the Santa Fe tow truck up here this morning with no guy in it. That's what was in my mind. I was thinking, wonder where that guy's at. Because usually if they're in their tow truck, they're usually on duty, unless it's privately owned by them themselves. Some of the tow truck drivers own their own vehicles. But I found that kind of interesting, that so many of them couldn't pay there and wanted to go out. Interesting stuff. You wouldn't believe all the stuff that goes on here in Kansas City. I'm sure that goes on everywhere though. It was way back that happened. I was lifeguarding out. I got out of high school at the time. I was dating that one gal when he met up with her. Interesting. Check out the moon still out, guys. I don't know if you can see it or not, if you can zoom in and get enough to see it. That's pretty cool. Oh, you guys probably can't see the shadows of that, but it looks even closer, doesn't it? Yep. That looks wild.
Pretty cool.
Wish I had my 35 millimeter here with me. The traffic's going pretty good up on I-70 up there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, guys, there's somebody also commented about the Xbox. Do you want to explain something about that? I'll let my son talk to you guys about that. Because they were talking about why on Call of Duty, you know, it was causing the Xbox. They thought they had a, didn't they, isn't that what they put?
Oh,
They
yeah,
had
the
a
version.
solution?
Yeah.
What was causing it? Go ahead and explain to them real quick. Go ahead.
It is the enhanced version because it's got the X and the S in the corner. So if it's got that, then
Yeah, but explain to what they said. You said it was incorrect because
yeah, they said
go ahead,
they
yes,
said that you need to go in and install the version for that game itself, that console. But I know it is the X and Series S version because of the little logo, and also that's what it says when you go into it.
oh, you're talking about because of the X, because of the two different ones. Okay. I didn't know. I mean, when you're going about that, we try to always answer anybody that comments, as long as they're good comments.
And since it's the disc, I mean,
Yeah.
it should install it. So
Just to let everybody know out there.
they just haven't fixed it yet. That's all there is to it.
No, and how many weeks has that been now?
Like, it's been out for what, like 3 or 4 weeks?
3 or 4 weeks. I was noticing there's still people posting on too that it's still. Well, yours still was shutting down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back on your old one.
Old one, yeah, it doesn't happen as often on the old ones.
Pay $500 and some for a brand new unit you can't use hardly. Not good. Somebody needs to get that taken care of. Well, I even heard something too that, you know, they said that they, on the supply of both the PlayStation and the Xbox alone, somebody said that they were holding back on either they held back on letting the supply out, or they didn't make that many, just delivered just to
Right.
push it up. So I don't know.
Right.
I know we've been having a lot of fun on it though, playing on the older ones though. It's still a lot of fun on that thing. But there's some flaws in that too. You know what they need to fix on that, on the game? When you throw the grenade, okay, and if the grenade gets 3/4 down the pathway, like if we're looking down this pathway here, and say it's down there almost at the very end, and then if you do get shot, it doesn't go on off and it doesn't take the person out. Why? Now that's not realistic. They need to make sure, I mean, even if you got shot, the other person will get blown up. They need to correct that. Yeah, there's several other things too, I think, been going on when we've been playing that game. There's some other glitches in it there. Well, I know, like if you're back far enough and you're shooting, say if you're almost like if you're sniping, standing behind something, and you're shooting far enough away, sometimes if you shoot, even if you, say you have an AK-47 on you, and you're shooting, and the other one's shooting the other way, sometimes when it shows the replay, if you get shot, say you got 20 rounds off, sometimes they won't show the rounds that you shot off. And why is that? Why is it not picking up how many? Because it's supposed to be replaying what you were doing. I know some of the stuff isn't all exact. I can tell you that much. Looking at it, there's some flaws in the system when you're playing. First time a little bit, I like detail. When I look at stuff, I see some things that are not just all correct. Just look off of the moon up there. It's almost like if there was another planet up there, doesn't it?
Yep.
It looks closer. It actually looks closer. I'll have to go in and check out how close it is today. That's just weird looking.
Yep.
I guess it's just a reflection, I guess. Angle looks different.
Right.
Let's see here. Hold those for me for a second. I'm gonna put my glasses, see if I can zoom in, because I want these guys to see this sometimes. Oh boy, what's it doing? Okay. I don't know if I can see this or not even, guys. Sun's so bright out here. If you guys can see it or if I'm even aiming it the correct way. That is something. All right. Hey, we need to get something for a glare or something like a shield or something for that. You know, actually, I had a dream of a planet actually coming in from the northwest. It was a lot bigger than the moon. Not really big. Interesting. See if we can get a little bit different angle, get a better shot. Here.
Let's see.
Can you see it in there?
I'm not sure.
That is something. You get it. Untelephocal.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get 35 millimeter there at the house. I don't think from the angle that we're at we'll be able to see it with all the trees.
Right.
That's the problem. Interesting stuff. What time you got?
11:32.
11:32. Yeah, deep there. always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, that's okay. I'm watching them too. Buddy. So the white car's gone. Interesting. Oh, the white car's gone. You pick up the juice. Well, this has been a great day to walk, guys. It is nice out, get out. Quiet today. Park looks pretty safe, at least right now anyway. And Independence drove through, so that's a good thing. It's good to see him drive through occasionally and see what's going on here. Anyway, don't forget, guys, support your local police and stay safe out there. Have a good one.